happen or act in a certain, for diseases, or they're born, they're literally born with certain diseases, and you have these fucking social bitches and all these motherfuckers and this colded people constantly saying certain things. It is really fucking hard. Like, it is really hard because once again, you're like, I understand certain things, but when you put drama and hatred and pain and hurt into people's minds that have certain diseases or had to grow up in certain ways, and they're trying to learn for the better, like they're trying to do for the better instead of being drawn back to whatever just to fit in, whatever the situation. There's so many different ways of looking. There's like 10, like we talked about, 10 different ways of seeing this. It is hard, and I get outraged with that too, especially when I look at certain timings and living in life and working and seeing certain things that come across nosy people again. And once again, you look back at certain times in life, or you have people. I had somebody recently say something to me about something from time, I don't even know if it was from the fall of life after, or if it was life before, back to, I don't really know how I'm supposed to, God talk, like how to, I don't even remember. I don't know which is which on that one, but anyways, physically knowing that somebody was born a certain way, and what a person did when that person had, like, did not do anything out of the ordinary or wrong, and being around these same people again, and this person actually brought that up and having no recollection until it was triggered what a person had said and did. And again, back to like suicide preventions and different stuff, and then literally witnessing how hateful a person was and what they did, and you look at them like, and that person, what could they do about something they were born with and they don't know, or literally it could have been like a faulty anything, like some kind of faulty mistake or like whatever, like situations, and you put people through, and I've lived through this too. I think that's why I get angry. That's why I'm angry. And they said these things, and they mentally tortured you, and you know how your life was, or how, like, what was going on at the time, and you lived through that too, and that very person says something to you, and it like, same person, you're still trying to figure out certain things. And yeah, so I've lived through that, and I see that too. In kosher world, obviously we're gifted for reasons in kosher world, for a reason to detect certain things. But when you find people like this that say certain things hatefully, and you have people who've lived through, like literally lived through these changings in lifestyles and life ways from the old times, and stuff that they cannot, they could not prevent at all. Yeah, find all kinds of people. And then they want you to, like, I don't know, like different aspects on stuff. It's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. And yeah, so I see these things, and I go back to remembering certain things, like, I don't know, like, I've seen certain things in so many different aspects. Things can be like taken care of, or like, and knowing certain things, you can still be a certain way, obviously, and know certain things, I guess. But some people are just like out there. I guess it's hard because I go from being on one side of the spectrum, how I used to be when I was able to see certain things, and knowing in that world, like how we are before we find ourselves demonic into these people, and we're going through like how, like we're supposed to go through like, how do we feel about this, and how do we feel about this, and what's your point of view in this, and then you take somebody like me who's had lots of life experiences with stuff, and even though I try not to think about it, I can get angry, like I get outraged, because sometimes it's just the way that life went for people, or the way life was given, or whatever the situation is. When things change, there's so many reasons for certain things. I don't even know how to look at it. We have so many things, that people are learning about people, that like even outside people don't know about people, like doctors and nurses, and well, sometimes not even nurses or aides know about it, but like doctors or whatever, they're skilled like to know certain, like they're skilled to know certain things about their patients, like what their birth, how their birth come back, it's just certain things, like it's really hard to explain, but life given to a person or whatever, however you look at it. And then other people, they take certain things and they look at it and they're twisted, and then they're trying to like pry into, like they want to know like things that they don't need to know, and then it makes it hard for people who've been through stuff like myself through timing, that are like they were under protective life in quarantines, or whoever, whatever their family, whatever situation may have been, could have been, can be, whatever the program is that they're in, whatever the situation is. And you have nosy people, or you have people that, ironically, like I was talking about, people even in like the judicial systems that open these certain things without protecting certain things from other people. It's hard when you see that, like, or when you know that you went through it yourself, and they're like, oh, you're at your own risk. I'm like, you're gonna do these things put me at risk when I wasn't even the one that did anything wrong to begin with. Like certain things were closed, you wanted to open certain things, they were closed for protection reasons, not because I was a mass murderer or something crazy. No, it's because I shoot a mass murderers, man. Or no, I lost my life because of your people. That's your secret, and you got it opened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walked right back into your own thing. Yeah. So it's kind of like those kind of things. Yeah, so I look at that in my spirit, and from new timing and that timing, and then what I walk back into, and I don't even know how to grasp certain things. Like, I don't even know what to do about it. I just keep praying for timing to go back, and I don't have to look at that no more. I just don't know how I'm supposed to do what I do, travel in new time, be back in new time like I was to begin with, before I have to go back through this stuff and then say, look, we went through this because of what me testifying to you right now, going through certain things through life, and then you have no recollection of certain things, or you might recollect certain things and you're trying not to, and it's being forced upon. And then you feel like you do not have a security coat around you whatsoever. It is very, very hard. It is very hard, especially when you got used to not having to worry about those kind of things anymore. So yeah, so when you find a person who actually lived on those sides of the perspective and trying to get back into New World and to live without that even being known, it is easy at all. But I'm trying to get through it, and I've been through a lot of different things, and we have all these different things going on, and I didn't that's why I avoid certain things. I try to stay in my own bubble because I don't want to see certain things. I don't want to be back into like certain things. I kind of want to get back to like a better. I don't know how I'm supposed to get back into better, because I'm constantly like, I get petrified over some things big time, because I know my sight affects other people. They're used to my happy-go-lucky me. Like, they get used to, they realized it. And I don't like affecting people, but I want to be normal like everybody else. I enjoy doing things. I enjoy going out and being normal. I enjoy like just being myself. But when I see how it affects certain people, it bothers me, because I know how I feel like when I feel that darkness that I don't believe in, like certain things. Because when your mind goes to like reality of that peace, that when you see it on both sides and you just want that peace, when you realize, oh my god, I want that peace side, I don't want that bad side. It's hard when you have to go back and forth, because obviously we get angry, and some of us get angry and see certain things, and it's like we're pulled, like we're being pulled on belief systems or certain people or whatever, back and forth. And it is so hard. It is so hard. And I don't know, I just want to go back and like, I know I'm not perfect. God knows I've found, I am not perfect anymore. I have lived through these different stuff. I wasn't perfect to begin with, but I want that good spirited self back. I get tired of going through the torture. I want to be able to talk with people. I want to be able, to like, I don't know. I just don't like having to feel paranoid. Like, are they gonna turn on a person any fucking given minute? Like, are they gonna turn their personality? Are they gonna turn? I don't know. And then I fear that, like, so bad, because I fear that. And obviously being someone with a higher thing knows how angry I can get. It's like taking that what is that button? Want to take that button at any given minute and say, motherfucker, just push it, because I've had enough of these bastards. Like, that's how I feel. And I still truly am advocate. Like, I truly still feel that with some people. I really do. Like, even if I don't show it, I still feel like that with certain things. I'm like, just take that fucking button, just like push it. Like, that's how I feel. But anyways, okay, so we've done this blog for like, this one's been a while. And that's what's been going on. And I have been sitting here going through this depression. Like I said, we've talked about this before. I don't normally talk about stuff, but it's gotten to this point, and I have all these things going on, and then it's so hard, because all I want to do is think about the future, or start thinking about turning my life, back around and focusing. Like, I want to go back. Like, I want to be an actress. Like, I want to be an actress. This is not acting though. This is the real shit. There's things that I wanted to take out of life for a career, and then there was the whole music thing, how things turned out from something else. I don't know how it blew up the way it did. Obviously, I don't sing. I mean, I play around. I don't sing anymore, because obviously I don't have a singing voice anymore. My life's changed a lot. That was one of my things between singing and acting that I used to love to do, but the world changes. We change. And we just kind of live with life. But it's been around me, obviously, the whole time. Plus, there's all this other shit that's going on. And I had to go back through the way life was at one point when it come to the kids and stuff, when I went through this cycle and become a parent of these children. And obviously these children I don't know what their past whatever would have been, because obviously we see now certain things. But I know in my heart, to me it was like, well, they're my children. I gave them new light and new life from whatever their past people, whatever the situation was, and I still love them. I don't, and it's hard because I know how I get tortured with different things too, and then I wonder, I don't wonder, like, I try not to wonder because I don't want to put that in their minds, but I want them to, I don't want them to have memories, because it's like they're new. Like, I don't want them to have to do like me. Like when there's like the intervene, I don't know how we say it. I don't want them to like have to look back and wonder like certain things, or have demons from another realm attack them, on however you look at it. I don't really know how to look at it. I think because I'm like the spiritual, I look at it like my thing. I went through this thing and I found myself reconnected in this quiet, good, calm, spirited God that literally took all of that away. It was like just this thing of just literally taking all that away until I go through this stuff again, oddly enough. I really can't explain my spiritual stuff, but I like it on the pleasant. I liked when I returned to myself in the heavens and I cleared all the bad stuff out of my head. And then God woke me up. And I was doing good. I was in a better life. And then I found myself back with this. Somehow again. Just another trying to create life, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But hopefully soon things will get better. All I can do is sit and wait. So hopefully we'll be there soon. So anyways, alright. So that's what's going on actually behind the camera. I actually sit here very depressed. I'm trying to put on like a bubbly normal, but in the back of my mind right now, that's what's going on right now. Like, I'm going through all these emotional torments and trying to get it out and trying to look for on the other side to keep my like, and hopefully something happens. I don't know soon. Like, I keep seeing all these, it's like I keep having these revelations of certain things that I'm doing or certain things that's going on, and I feel like it's never gonna happen. And like, one side of me keeps saying, oh, just give it up, you're not there, you're not gonna do anything, after I put all this into certain things. And then the other side of me is like waiting for someone to say, obviously you can do this, there's, how it can be done. I don't know. And then I'm tired of sitting in seclusion, though. God knows I'm ready to go. Like, when you're sitting in one place and there's like your atmosphere is constantly one way and your mind is just constantly intaking it, it can drive you freaking insane. It's one thing when you have to do it for certain reasons, for only a certain timing, but when you're having to do it all the time, it's not good. And then you're not able to literally leave, and then you're not able to literally be around other people, not people that you don't want to be around, because there's people you don't want to be around, and then you find yourself, the only way to get to go do something is because they want you to do something. You want to be around the exact people that you don't want to be around, and you can't find that fresh air. You can't like get that fresh breath of being out in like literally in a whole different like mindset of doing stuff. I can't stand it anymore. Like, I feel like I've had to stay decapitated and something that is just like, all it's doing is tearing me down, and I'm sitting here. I literally took, y'all know my painting wall, all that stuff I had did before back in my normal realm, and then I found myself sitting here doing it. And then I had my collage and stuff. So I'm sitting here and I'm dwelling over just certain things. And Anyways, I literally busted out crying and I just literally snatched it all off the wall. So my painting wall is not up right now because I literally had a meltdown. I couldn't handle it. I'm sitting here. I put it up there so I can see stuff that is me, things that I do, and then I feel like I'm getting nowhere. And then I'm thinking about the other, like my life, my life, myself. When I have originally started doing stuff like that, in my own pride, you know what I'm saying, like in my own comfort zone. So I try to like do that stuff, but then I feel like it's like going nowhere. And then like I try to come up with like these things, like I was like, I went through these things and I did these with my own hands. And it might not mean nothing to anybody else, but I did, these are things that I literally did myself with my hand, and if I could even and then I think of the other stuff where people make money off of like certain things. I'm thinking, well, if I could make money off of just simple things like this to get me by, I would do it. I start thinking about that. I'm like, so I did all these like different things, and this is what I would be doing while other people be doing what they're supposed to do. I don't know, I keep seeing these different things, and I don't know how I'm ever going to get back to that other side of things that I want without feeling so, I don't know, like why people, obviously there's a reason why there's harshness on some levels, because obviously look at what I've went through. People walk all over me and I'm like, and I look at it on this two side of the mirror. But then on the other side, it's like I miss family and I miss life and I miss having, and then knowing that I've lived out here literally being a creator of stuff like the whole time, and I'm living like this and other people are living better than me. It bothers me, and I literally have struggled just trying to get by. And then I'm going through this change again, and I'm so unhappy. I'm unhappy because I don't have those little things. Like they change like certain things. Oh, money doesn't make you happy. I'm like, bitch, it makes me happy. And I say that because obviously I went out there and I struggle, and when I can't, even by struggling with those little things, I can't have that happiness. You know what I'm saying? From the little things. And when people say that, I'm like, are they freaking crazy? Like, what do they want you to do? Starve to death, live in a fucking dump, and not be able to go anywhere? Like, so when they come up with these off the wall things and they say it bothers me. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, obviously it would make a person happier. It's not supposed to make a person fucking psycho. It's supposed to make them happier or pleasant, or at least some of us who live quietly in the pleasant world, doing this stuff because we're normal and we appreciate stuff. I don't know. I guess it depends on people's mindsets. Like, I'm seeing these different things and I'm just like, I just don't know what to think about it. And then when you start seeing these different mind ways, it like takes my breath, because I know how I am and I'm not like that. Like certain things I start seeing or feeling, and I don't normally think like that at all. That bothers me. And then I feel like I'm entrapped. It'd be one thing to be at my own surrounding of home and certain things, but when I'm going through something out of comfort zone, it is totally different. And it is so hard because I want to be back I want to be able to go. Like, if I want to jump in my car and drive somewhere, I could just do it. If I want to go to the mountains, I can go. If I want to go to the gosh darn mall, I could go. If I want to go somewhere 100 miles away to go to a damn mall, I could go. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard. And then it's hard because I'm used to having somebody who enjoys just the ride and go to, that you can chit chat with, that you can talk with. And I can't even do that. And so that bothers me too. And it's like, I'm not even getting paid. Like, I'm sitting here doing something that we would seclude ourselves for a certain, for certain things for work, but I'm not even getting paid, and I'm going through these things, these abilities, and I'm not even getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I not like there's any reason for it, and it's just, it is weird to me. I don't know. Like, it is, I can't stand it. I can't stand sitting in this house with nothing to do, nowhere to go. I can't laugh. I can't have any kind of enjoyment. I can't do anything. And this is what I do anymore, day in, day out. And I hate it. I'm not enjoying cooking or anything. Like, I tried making myself do that. I'm not even doing my cooking stuff, which I don't mind doing. It's a normal, everyday thing. We try to find enjoyment out of it, obviously. Like, these simple things that we do to be like, to build ourselves up, our self-esteem up, and our self. Just all these things that have been taken away that I can't do. I've tried to do it, but then there's always some kind of like yelling or screaming or garbage or whatever over everyday normal stuff. So, all right, with that said, hour down, and I will see you guys later.